Hello everyone, welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. I'm here with Kevin Schulz. I'm Brian McLaren as the Sterling Silver Knights take on the Manchester Township Hawks here in the first round of some playoff volleyball. Here's the Olympic national standings. Sterling sitting at the top with a 16-5 record, 8-0 in the division, following with the Paul VI Eagles at 7-8, Penn Tech Tornadoes at 7-9, Camden High School at 2-10, and Camden Academy at that. All right, so Shore B South standings: Jackson Liberty at 19-3, Manchester Township following them at 18-4, Pinelands at 9-10, Barnegat at 7-11, and Donovan Catholic also at 7-11. So looking at the bracket here, so the 8th seed Sterling, they'll take on the 9th seed Manchester Township as you look at the other seeds on the left side of your screen. So Schulze, coming into this game, Sterling probably facing their biggest test so far.
No question. No question about it, Brian. This is a strong team that has had a solid year. But when you go against the teams from that area, especially you're talking about Manchester Township that has, in general, boys and girls, a pretty good volleyball tradition. They've got 18 wins this year. And up there, volleyball is a little bit bigger than it is here as we look at some of the stats right there. You see Paul Barton, the leader in digs for Sterling at 266. Mike Hanna, the leader in aces at 31. Mike Miranda with the leader in blocks. Kills, the leader is Jimmy Zingara. Jimmy also, not surprisingly, he's a point guard, leads in assists, 228. And we look at Manchester Township. Evan Weiner is at 280 kills. And Wojciech Szczezek is at, I guarantee I butchered that name, 559 assists, and Logan Alexander leads with 275 digs.
So what I can tell here is that, first of all, look at Evan Weiner here on the if you look at him on the kills here, he is by far the most dominant offensive player here for Manchester. I mean, the second leader is Landon Hilton at 98. So obviously, Evan Weiner, he's going to be that big player that Manchester is going to need today.
Yeah, and you could see where a lot of these matches, these teams go on some runs, and a lot of it's led by a key player, the guys who have all the kills. And the guys who assist, they basically set the table for everything else.
So just about ready to get things underway as Manchester finishes up their warm-ups. Both teams going to get into their huddles. And again, Sterling at the 8th seed facing the 9th seed Manchester Township, and whoever goes on to win this could possibly face the Southern Rams.
And Sterling in a previous game, when we were out that way, played a definitely were the better team, but really struggled a little bit. And Coach Bill Scully's message, as I was over there listening to him, was that, hey, we've got to be consistent. We've got to play better, because they wanted to get themselves ready for a situation like this where they're going against a very good Manchester Township team.
So you got guys like Kevin Stubbs, Jimmy Zingaro, Kyle Chipperone out there. All right, so both sides looking to get ready.
And these are guys, as you look at Sterling, with a decent amount of varsity experience and guys who've been through the playoff situation before. So that's definitely an advantage to Sterling.
All right, so looking to get things underway here in game one as Zingaro will serve. And a nice block to start things off for Sterling, and it took a 1-0 lead here in game one as we look at the replay.
Yeah, you saw Mike Miranda there in the middle, definitely a force.
So that looks like it goes out. And that'll make it 2-0 Sterling.
And it's very important, Brian, to start off strong in the early part of these playoff games.
And Stubbs can't get it over the net, so that'll put the Hawks on the board. And here's the serve.
Jacob Sezek.
So that'll knot things up here at 2 here in game one. It's off the back of the net. And that will give Manchester their first lead, making it 3-2.
A good job in Manchester. Not, you know, the good teams, if they got a couple of teams scoring 2, 3, 4 points on them, they're very good at bouncing back, and that's what you saw here with Manchester here early on.
And a good try there by Sterling to try and get it over, but just couldn't get it there. And Manchester will add on to their lead. Here's Sejek again. Nice job there for Sterling, but that ball will just go out. Zingaro thought he had it in at first.
Yeah, and Sezek's going on a nice run from the serving position there. Boy, that almost looked in.
Stubbs sends it over. Hits off the hand of Joe Cita.
And that's a nice job by Kevin Stubbs, hitting that back area, really placing it well in the corner.
So it's a 5-3 Hawks lead. And Jake Mateo sends it out of bounds. So the serve will go back to Manchester. Antonio Sejek will serve. And takes a weird hit off of Sean Eustace.
Yeah, that's that little bit of a jump serve. A lot of times you see that boys game, kind of a knuckleball.
That one sent to the Manchester bench, can't stay in. 8-3.
Yeah, real nice job by both teams. One of our better volleys of the day so far.
And a nice kill there by Evan Weiner, and that is your kill guy for the Hawks. Look how tall he is, man. I mean, half of his entire body is all just leg.
Yeah, not only tall, but he can really get up in the air. Boy, he really had a lot behind that, and it was put in a good spot.
So Sterling able to bounce back with a little play of their own. That makes it 9-4. And I think the big goal here for Sterling, just try and get it past Weiner, because right there, once it got past the hands of Weiner, they just kind of lost it at the end.
I agree with you, Brian. When you get somebody that's that dominant, it's as much about keeping it away from him as it is keeping the volley going.
So that will tip off the fingers of Jake Mateo. That makes it an 11-4 Hawks lead as Sterling takes their first timeout. And so far, they've looked incredibly out of sync so far.
No doubt about it. I think right now, Bill Scully's message to them has got to be, hey, let's just settle down right now. We can play a lot better than this. Let's just play the way we know how to play, and think back to some games where you played some tough teams and do what you have to do in a way of placement and just setting guys up.
Yeah, I think this is probably Sterling's, this is going to be their toughest opponent yet, because the division they've played in the National, it's been very lackluster, so this is a big test for them today.
And Logan Algett, both the guys who served prior to this, really just hit it hard. You had that line drive with the front spin. Logan Alexander really just hit it softly but found a spot. I believe we had a carry.
And here's the serve. Nice block there. Sterling keeps it alive. And a nice setup there by Zingaro. Able to get the point. So here's Michael Hanna to serve for Sterling. A nice block.
Yeah, anytime Sterling in this game has gotten big points, needed big points, it's come from the middle, and you saw that right there with Sean Eustace.
Will stay in. A nice kill by Jimmy Zingaro, and Sterling slowly climbing their way back into this one.
I think the biggest thing now, and the difference between now and a couple minutes ago, is they're just playing with a lot of confidence. And I think that goes back to, I'm sure Coach just telling them, and some of the leaders telling them, just settle down.
And a nice play there by Landon Hinton, as he'll get his first kill of the day.
Boy, Hinton came up, went diagonal. You could see him as he elevated. He was looking for a spot and got it right there.
And Zingaro's kill just out. So that'll go to Manchester. Looks close once we take a look at it. And yet just out. And that one will undoubtedly go out. So that makes it a 16-7 lead for the Hawks, and just 9 away from taking game 1. And a nice bounce back there for Sterling.
Definitely in a big hole, and you could see him struggling on a little bit of momentum. I think you look at Manchester as a seasoned team, and they definitely responded in a big way, getting 3 successive points. Now Sterling getting one right there.
Yeah, a lot of momentum shifts to start game 1. It's just one team will get 2 or 3, and then the other will get 2 or 3. Having one of their best volleys of the day so far, and they're able to get the point.
You see that kick right there?
Kicks off the knee of Antonia Shizek. And that will go way out. So that makes it a 6-point game here in game 1, 16-10.
Yeah, that's a big one right there. Gets you within striking distance.
And a good attempt at the block there, but just kicks off the hands and goes out of bounds. Here's the serve. sends it over. And Manchester not able to react in time, so Sterling will get the point.
Paul Barton here serving for Sterling. I know he went on some nice runs in the last game we had on Channel 19. Looking for one right here. They definitely need it.
And a nice block there by Jimmy Zingaro, and he is hyped about it.
Yeah, a lot of the big blocks have come in the middle. We saw Miranda, but boy, there's no bigger one there than the one by Jimmy Zingaro, especially at this point in the game.
That point will go to Sterling. So just like that, it is just a 4-point game. Go out. A long volley there, but Manchester on the winning side.
Yeah, Sean, whether it's a tap or an attempt to kill, has had trouble keeping the ones off to the side in bounds.
Stay in just off the back part of the court. 18-14.
You see Mike Miranda here really elevated, and you talk about hitting to a spot. You know when you see guys diving like that, not only did it have a lot of velocity, but he put it where he needed to be.
And Zingaro gets the serve over and kind of caught Manchester off guard. So Zingaro will serve again. It's now a 3-point game. And that time can't get it over. You also might see for Manchester, Weiner's checked back in. Again, their leading killer. He's in the triple digits in kills, unlike his other teammates. And that will go out. So back at a 3-point game, 19-16 Manchester.
This is the amazing thing about volleyball. When it was 16-7, you thought Sterling was done, but you always talk about all the momentum swings, and Sterling just doing a great job coming back, and it's been a team effort. And that's what you don't need right there. That's always a tough one, especially late in this game when you're giving away one. You want to see them earn it.
So Zizek with the serve. And that will just stay in as Weiner gets the kill for Manchester. The Hawks just 4 away from taking game 1. And Sterling with a bounce back point. That'll make it 21-17. So still not out of it yet.
Yeah, got to have to inch a little bit closer, especially late in this game.
So Manchester gets the point back. So Logan Alexander serves for Manchester.
Manchester a little bit overly aggressive there. That's where, you know, you get too aggressive, and again, you really give away a point. You don't allow Sterling to earn it.
So Michael Hanna checking in to serve once again for Sterling. Strong volley here for both sides.
Yeah.
Still going. And Sterling, it looks like they'll get the winning end, and they'll serve again.
That could have been one of the best volleys we've seen this year. A lot of digs, a lot of great hits, and just something you see when you see two teams that are playing at a high level like these two.
It will go out. So look at that. 2-point game here at the Castle. Hawks 22, Knights 20. Here's the serve from Hannah. Manchester gets the point back.
And you saw Sterling here. I don't know if we'll see here. Probably it was a little bit earlier in this, but went with the back set. Something they haven't done a whole lot. Be surprised if they start doing at the end of this game or maybe in game 2.
Nice recovery there from Manchester. Going to be Sterling's point. A battle of taps there at the net.
Yeah, this is an outstanding job of Jimmy Zingaro attacking the net and really making his presence felt. We look at Kevin Stubbs with an opportunity here to get Sterling within 1.
That will go out, so Manchester with a point here can take game 1. Sterling fought back from being down 9 and are within 3 now. And the block there from Manchester ends game 1. Well, they'll get the 25-21 victory.
Give big Manchester credit. They fought off some of Sterling's little runs right there. Didn't allow them to get more than like 2 or 3 consecutive points. And here they are with the winner being the winners in game number 1.
All right, so we'll be back with game 2 after this.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a...
Redmond's Revenge! Susie Banks? Sean McLear? What are you guys even talking about? Those are both myths. Get out of here.
Set your affirmations, aspirations. I to do the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake...
Young man, they try to tell you.
We try to tell you.
I need to use the potty.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yes, you can.
I wasn't even gone for that long.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Channel 19. Sterling and Manchester here with Game 2. Manchester gets the 25-21 win in Game 1, so Sterling looking to battle back and keep this playoff series going.
Manchester off to a good start there. And Brian, we were talking at the break, and we were saying basically that Sterling just got too far behind against a very good team. They inch closer, but this Manchester team isn't going to let you go on long runs.
Yeah, because they were down, I think, by around 8 or 9 very
by 9,
early.
yeah.
I think it was 13-4.
Yep.
And they just had little to no communication at all, so...
Yeah, you see the size of our middle hitter there. He's dominant. You want to try to stay away from him because when he gets it in the middle, not only is he tall, but he can also elevate. His good leaping ability to go with it.
So Sterling with the kill of their own. That makes this a 2-1 game. Nice kill there by Jimmy Zingaro. As he'll also get the serve. Nice kill there by Weiner.
Yeah, they tried to get Weiner a set early on, and it was behind him. He couldn't do much with it, but boy, he got a perfect one there and really buried it.
So it looks like a bit of confusion with the referees, and all right. And that's a wonderful recovery from Sterling. But Manchester had something to say about it.
And that's a big point by Manchester because Paul Barton made an unbelievable play, and that's something, making a play like that, you could really build on, get some momentum on, and then Manchester comes back and gets the point.
And Evan Weiner gets the block. Makes it a 5-1 Hawks lead. So Sterling with the bounce back point.
You saw Weiner was in the middle, really tried to inch over there and affect the game with a block. They hit it over the block.
So Sterling not able to recover and get it over.
There's Weiner with a real strong hit, good placement.
So Weiner will be the one to serve for Manchester. He can't get it over. So the Hawks with a 6-3 lead here in Game 2. If you're just joining us, I'm Brian McLaren, joined by Kevin Schultz. As that point will go to Manchester.
And this is going to be Wojciech Szczerzak.
Say that 3 times fast. So that can't get over the net. Makes it 8-3 Manchester.
Sterling won at that point, and that's been you look at that last game, there was probably about 7 or 8 balls to the side that went long, and that was one of the big reasons why they came short in that game.
I think right there Sterling wanted a tip, but I don't think it was clear enough to the refs. As that goes off the hands of Sterling and out of bounds. So a timeout called here by Sterling as once again getting off to a not so great start.
No, and you thought that the fact that they got closer, inch closer in game number one, that would lead to a better start in game number two, but it really hasn't happened. And I got to give credit to this Manchester Township team. They're tough. You had Weiner in there in the beginning, sat out for a little bit, but really was impressive in getting some kills, some blocks, and really also one thing we haven't talked a lot about is forcing Sterling to alter a lot of their shots. When they try to go around them, you're seeing where they're hitting some shots long.
Yeah, because the big key here for Sterling is trying to get Weiner like the least involved with the offense. And so far when they've tried to do that, for the most part, it really hasn't worked out. So that's just helping Manchester a lot more.
Yeah.
Manchester with the point.
The other thing I like about Manchester is they're really hitting a lot. Well, there's a tip right there, but trying to attack a lot of different areas on the court, and you really never know where they're going to go. It's really a good.
Manchester's been a very aggressive team so far. They haven't really let up anything. They've just been going at it. So a nice play there by Sean Eustace.
Yeah, you saw Eustace attacking a double block, and we'll see it right here. You see him go up and just get it right through. 14 for Manchester. A little late getting over there. You really need your guy from the center coming over for a successful double block.
So that is a rotation against the other team. It looked like they were trying to rotate while the play was going on. So that point, I think will go to Sterling. I think the head coach, the coach of Manchester, kind of having to go over it with both the ref and his players.
So this is Mike Hanna serving for Sterling.
Nice recovery there from Manchester. Kyle Chipperone trying to get the block, but unfortunately didn't work out. So that's another point for the Hawks, makes it 12-5.
Great athleticism by Jimmy Zingaro coming over a ball that really wasn't set well, and he just made a great shot right there, getting up in the air, and like having a shot that was tough for Manchester Township to handle.
So again, Chipperone not able to send it over. I wasn't sure if that was blocked or if that, yeah, that just didn't get over the net.
Yeah. There's probably been, again, about 5 or 6 times where Sterling's hit the ball in the net.
A nice bounce back right there for Sterling. Jake Mateo on the kill.
Boy, that's a real nice kill there by Mateo as we look at Paul Martin serving right now.
So that will go out.
Weiner back in the game.
Zingaro, I think, tried to switch fields, so to speak. That hits off the roof. So that will just go out. Zingaro not able to send it over and keep it in bounds. So just a lot of disappointed Sterling faces right now, hopefully able to bounce back. Another point there for Manchester as Weiner gets the block.
Yeah, and we talked about how important it is to shift over, and a couple times they didn't shift over time, but that's one thing Weiner does is he gets in position to go along with his height and great leaping ability. That
so far right there, Weiner, he's just pretty much been unstoppable for Manchester.
And he was out of this game. Even the last game, he was out for a substantial period of time, more than you would think a player of his caliber would be.
And when he was out, I think that was around the time where Sterling kind of got their momentum going.
Yeah, and you wonder why, again, you're not sure sometimes if there's an injury involved, but he's somebody who I would think you'd want in there just about all the time.
So that time Sterling will get the point, makes it 17-9. Sterling hoping for a little rally of their own. Zingaro trying to dive for it, kind of slipped and really couldn't do it properly. So here's the serve from Antonio Sejek. Will go out.
Yeah, that's another one. Like I said, they've had, I'm going to say over these two matches, at least 10 balls that have gone wide.
That's all about trying to avoid Evan Weiner.
Yeah, that was, you're not going to stop that one. With his ability to elevate, your only hope there is that maybe he'll go over the net, but he was back far enough where he's not going to do that. Just such great elevation for somebody that tall. Really can jump.
That will stay in, and Weiner again with the kill. And now the Hawks just 4 points away from taking down the Knights.
Well, he's just dominating the game. There's a block. Boy.
Not even giving us enough time. He just keeps doing it.
He's involved in just about every point, whether it's on the defensive end, the offensive end.
Every time Sterling tries to challenge Weiner, he accepts it, and he just does whatever he needs to do. So Sterling able to get the point back, so it's 22-10. Here's Jake Mateo to serve. Goes out of bounds.
I think you just got to say that Manchester Township is the better team today.
That's for sure. Sterling just getting off to very ugly starts in both of their games. Close to being able to get a little comeback in the first, but right now it's just, from what it looks like, unless they get something going, that they just kind of tired out at this point. So a point here for the Hawks would give them the win here in Game 2 and send Sterling home. So that goes out. Sterling gets the point. Here's Michael Miranda to serve for Sterling. Still going. Sean Eustace with the kill there.
Yeah, and he's come up with some real nice shots on that far side.
And that will go out. And that will end it here at the Castle. Sterling just not able to really get anything going in this second game. Is just started off very weak in the first game and just almost bounced it back, but just ultimately couldn't, and then just had really nothing to do to stop this Manchester team, especially Evan Weiner, who just dominated them all game.
Yeah, went on some mini runs, got an inch closer in that first game, but when Manchester Township had about an 8-point lead, Sterling inched it back a little bit, then Weiner came back, had blocks, probably was responsible for like 6 successive points, and from that point on, Manchester Township never looked back.
So Manchester wins both games, as we will end it here on Channel 19. I'm Brian McLernan. Thank you all for watching. I was also here with my man Kevin Schulz. We'll see you next time here on Channel 19.